I think really what Jason enhanced to CGP is us being, you know, putting things together. We were just kind of, me and Kevin were just doing whatever we wanted to do. And, you know, and we did all kinds of stuff with Clayton now.
We used to do plays, full hour-and-a-half plays with no script. We just be like, let's talk about this, and this. And then you kind of walk in and walk out. And we used to get away with hour-and-a-half plays with no script.
And if it's not funny, we'll carry it. That's all we used to say. If you drop the ball, we just come in and do what we have to do.
That's funny.
But Jay did bring a lot of structure. I think he was probably one of the first people to say, let's start writing stuff, putting things together. And so that enhances a whole bunch to bring CGP together. Yeah. We had a whole bunch of stuff that we were doing, but that actually just brought.
Jay's like the architect. He's like the we always call him, Ant calls him Coach Belichick, you know, as a Patriots coach. But he's a very like annoying, like businessman, you know. He just, we want to play and have fun. He's like, no, work. He's Joe Jackson. He's Joe Jackson. And we're Michael and Marlon.
Yeah,
you know?
Dude call me Joe Jackson.
but it's good because we all have our abilities, and Jay can write and act just like me and Ant can. But he's a shrewd businessman. He knows how. I mean, we can all conduct business, but it's a natural thing for Jason to be very shrewd at business. And I'm a kind of a conflict avoidant person, so it's not my best thing. I can handle it, but Jay, you know, people listen. You know, his face looks mad most of the time, so he's intimidating, and so that's what he does well. And Ant is just the consummate performer. You know, he just don't care what time it is, don't care what you got to do. Just get me on a stage and let's go, let's perform. And you know, so that's kind of how we work well together because we know what we do well. You know, me and Ant don't try to do the business. We let Jay handle that. He's kind of the Russell Simmons. And me and Andy are Run DMC, you know, so even though Russell Simmons is way richer than the rest of them, we kind of want to split our wealth evenly. But that's kind of how part of our relationship works. You guys can just say.
And we don't want to knock Kev, but Kev is beautiful minds. I call him a beautiful minds because he's all over the place, but he's nonstop funny and he's creative. That's why I call him beautiful mind. I think he is the creativity to us. A lot of things that he brings to the table, we like, man, okay, I didn't think about that. And then from his seed, it enhances into everything else that we have ideas for. And so, but like Beautiful Mind, we have to get him to stay on it. But once he stays on it, it just, you know, it blossoms.
Kevin's able to push the envelope a lot. He's able to, Kevin would like to do all the Michael Jackson stuff you guys see in the play, that's Kevin. When he wants us to do a Michael Jackson sequence, that's always him. When we done it for Black History, when we did it in Walleye, and all that stuff, that's pure Kevin. He's always wanted to do that stuff. And I'm not a great dancer in the first place.
Never.
And I'm always miss the moves and everything, and that's just not my area, so I really hate that. But because it's creative and the audience is gonna enjoy it, and Kevin's pushing the envelope for that, then it works out good.
I think that always helped because every play we've done since No Good Men, Kevin's always added some type of performance piece to enhance the show, and has always done it. I mean, it's always done, like, it's always shine. People always remember that moment. It might not even be that big, but because we put that, now people know that that's part of CGP's plays. There's always a performance piece to our stuff, and you know, it makes it, you know, people always still talk about the stuff that we did in the past because of that performance piece, and that's, you know, that's what's good about it.
And we all kind of do our own things differently and individually. I do stand-up comedy, and this kind of translates to our plays. People are like, how come you guys don't write church plays, quote-unquote church plays? And it's because we like movies. We like, you know, movies. We like boxing. We like entertainment. And what we realize is church people go to church, and other people who don't go to church, sometimes they just want to sit with their wife and kids and watch something and not have to worry about covering their kids' eyes or ears and a whole bunch of cussing. Because even though I like movies, I don't like a whole bunch of cussing or a whole bunch of sex or nudity. So we decided that we want entertainment that is for anybody who just wants to watch it and not have to worry about, man, this has got so much cussing or so much sex and nudity, you know. So, but it's at the same time, it's not like every play is not come to the altar, get saved. You know, we like to write plays. The old saying is art reflects life. So we like to write plays that are centered around what's going on in life right now. Not necessarily our specific lives, but in life in America. You know, what are people going through? What can we talk about? And how can we relate to God in that? You know, because we want to reach people coming to our plays who just want to see a great show.